So a few years ago, this was July 1st, 2016. I got a call from my man Daryl Burnham. You know, I was at work. He called or text, let me know, hey man, we had this issue at the gas station the previous night. He was letting me know about this issue. And yeah, I say, okay, he was telling me about it. But I kind of, in my mind, more so kind of blew it over. You know how you go through things and you kind of blow things over? So I kind of blew it over, not really just thinking about it. But he called me a couple times while I was at work at the time. I worked out in Irving, Las Colinas. If you're familiar with the area, Irving, Las Colinas is kind of like a business district or whatever. So he told me about it or whatever. So once I got driving back towards the house, he kind of went more detail and said he had an issue the previous night at the gas station where an attendant or whatnot put a gun on him. You know what I'm saying? So at this particular time, I had called Kamalo Zane, and I told him about it. And you know how it is when you're dealing with Kamalo Zane sometimes. But I had him, but some kind of way I got Kamal in the car with me. So I had Kamal in the car with me. I was driving. We went to my house. Daryl X, I think, kind of met us there. So we jumped in the car. Me, Kamal Zane, and met Daryl up at Glendale Park. You know what Glendale Park is in Oak Cliff, you know what I mean? So we met Daryl at Glendale Park. At that particular time, I noticed it was him, Dominic Alexander, Lily Marie, myself, Eric Rounder. Yeah, we was all there. You know what I'm saying? We was at the park. We was talking about this situation. You know what I'm saying? Darren's pretty close to Dominic at the time, too. So we were talking about the situation, whatever happened or whatever. What could we do about it or whatnot, or if we were going to do something about it. And then, and LaShadion Shinwell. Can't forget LaShadion Shinwell. LA say, hey, this is LA. LA said, let's go up to the gas station. So we didn't really have no plan. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really have no plan. I'm cool with it. I've always put my nuts on the line a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had no problem putting my nuts on the line. So I wasn't really tripping. Kamal was a little critical. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, Kamal wanted to come to my house and chill, because that was really our normal thing. Our normal thing was we go to my house, we'll chill. You know what we do. You know what I'm saying? Relax for a second. We both had a long day at work. He working out in Garland, I'm working at Irving. So that's what he wanted to do. He didn't get involved to be doing some impromptu shit over here behind Daryl and all this other kind of stuff. LaShadion, he gung-ho, he ready. You know what I'm saying? Shadion was gung-ho, he was ready. No doubt about it. Lily, she was cool. You know what I'm saying? Dominic, you could tell he didn't really want to get involved too much, because I think it had just because it dealing with us at that particular time, it was just you just didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen, really. You just didn't know. So I know he was somewhat skeptical. But we all say, okay, let's meet up on Illinois at the Exxon gas station. If you live off Illinois in Dallas, Texas, then you know what the hell gas station I'm talking about. It's the Exxon, right next to the Rosemont. It's also a Texaco right across the street. And it's not too far from all those tire shops, a couple tire shops, 2 or 3 tire shops is on that same street. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we driving. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the car with Kamalo Zane. I'm driving, he in the passenger seat. Whatever. And we get there. We jumped out. You know what I'm saying? Couple of us had rifles, couple of us had shotguns. I don't remember who had what. I remember Daryl had a shotgun. Whatever. I don't remember what everybody else had, but we had them. So with that being stated, we get out the car, we kind of park across the street from the gas station that we finna go walk up on. And when we parked across the street, we got out and we kind of made like a formation. It was really about 5 of us. Dominique, I'm not sure where he went to. Lily kind of pulled it at the gas station that was headed towards. She backed in. So you got me, Lashadion, Kamal, Eric Rounder, and and Daryl. So we walking towards the gas station, Exxon gas station. Um, people seeing us with the guns or whatever. They not sure exactly what's up, what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? We walk past them. They like, yeah. They started getting crunk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know how it go. They started getting crunk. Shoot, Lashadion, being Lashadion, he opened the door. You know what I'm saying? He opened the door of the gas station. He opened the door of the gas station, and and I stood there with him. That's a photo that I always share sometime with me and Lashadion together. First thing we did, we told all the people in the gas station come out. That's the first thing we did. We didn't want to get them caught up in no crossfire. We told everybody in the gas station, people that was buying shit, I wouldn't care what it was, gas, come on out. Everybody come on out. They came out with the quickness. You know what I'm saying? They came on out with the quickness. After that, the manager, he was at the I guess at the desk at the service desk of the gas station, whatever. Here's the thing: we never crossed into the gas station. We never stepped into the gas station gun. We opened the door and we stayed on the outside of the threshold. Lashadion said, hey, you know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna be treating y'all customers like this, y'all not gonna have no customers. That's one thing I remember. He said, if y'all keep treating y'all customers like this, y'all not gonna have no customers. And so I stood right there with him, you know what I'm saying? And he had a rifle, you know, whatever, like an AR-15 sort of thing. I had a shotgun, I believe. So we made them all come out. The manager, he gets spooked or whatever. We tell him what happened, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. He calls the police, he runs to the back. So we never stepped in. He called the police, he run to the back. So after that, we didn't see the match no more. All of a sudden, we noticed a police car pull up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All these police cars, probably up to about 25 to 30 police cars pull up. They get into defensive positions. They opening their doors, using their doors as protection. You know what I'm saying? Like they point their weapons, in our direction. And using their doors as cover. That's what I'm trying to say. Using their doors as cover. So we standing up in front of the door. At this point in time, we close the door and we looking at the police. The gas station is clear at this time. There's nobody at the gas station. We forced everybody out. Everybody saw the police and they figured like, hey, the police finna shoot these motherfuckers. So the police ran. The customers ran off. They drove off. Whatever. The whole area is clear. It's us, the manager on the inside who we didn't see no more after we had the little conflict with him, and then it's these 25 police. A couple of the police, they get out. They walk towards her. They start talking to her, trying to figure out what's the situation. You know what I'm saying? We let them know, hey. Look, we here just to shut this gas station down, prove a message, let them know that they can't treat their customers any kind of way. And so we got a problem right now with a lot of folks thinking, a lot of business folks, that the old schools call the avaricious businessman, they think they can treat the customers any kind of way. And so we was proving the point that, hey, you can't treat your customers any kind of way. You know what I mean? That's basically what it was. You can't treat your customers any kind of way. That's basically what we were saying. And they were trying to figure out what's what. The police was attempting to try to make contact with the manager. The reason they was doing that was because they wanted to get us trespassed. But this man was so far in the back that they went inside. They didn't even know where he was at. They was like, who called? Because we can't find him. But the whole time he was in the back. So we right there, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that's like on the other side of the streets, people on the other side of the street, cars start stopping, looking. They start recording. Keep in mind, this 2016. This is not like 2026 technology stuff. This 2016 technology. So folks start taking pictures and all this type of stuff us getting in conflict with these police officers. You know what I'm saying? So to make a long story short, we go back and forth with them. We had this thing shut down, this whole store shut down maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Out of nowhere, me and the shakedown stepped to the side, saying, man, we proved our point. You know what I'm saying? Because it just kept coming, police. The whole time, extra police just kept coming. Initially, was like 20. By the time we ended it, was like 40 police cars. We must call the whole precinct or something. I don't know. But me and the shakedown talked to each other, said, man, let's go and get up out of here. So we did that. We spread the message to everybody else who was right there, which was Eric Randall, myself, Kamalo Zane, Lashadian, and Durham. So we say, hey, we finna wrap it up. So we amongst ourselves out of nowhere, we walked out of nowhere, we walked together and left the parking lot. It was so many police there, they didn't know what the hell to do. Cause they were like, oh, we gonna try to arrest them or we gonna try to detain them. So we walked through the police line, you know what I'm saying? And they were just looking like, y'all know how they looking on GTA when you get rid of all the stars? You know how they look on GTA when you get rid of all the stars, they just be standing? That's how they were doing. They were standing on like it was like with GTA or something. Got rid, you know what I'm saying? We did the little code, got rid of all the stars or whatever. And we walked right through that. You know what I'm saying? We walked to the cars and we got in our car. By the time we made it to the car, we were laughing and giggling and shit. Well, we couldn't believe that we pulled that shit out, man. We can't believe it. But make a long story short, they end up finding that person that pulled that gun. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of shit that you got to be willing to do. So we put our nuts online that day. That was July 1st, 2016. You know what I'm saying? We shut the gas station down, man. You know what I'm saying? On Illinois. Right out 45, you know what I'm saying, Illinois. Check it out. This is real life history, man. And I wrote about it in my book, We About Lagoon. I wrote about it in my book, We About Lagoon, too. So check it out. Real stories. Peace and prosperity.